Hey guys, I haven't been on live for a while, so I thought I'd just quickly jump on while I'm doing dinner tonight. I'm gonna do just a quick creamy salami and tomato fettuccine, which is a fave of a few of my friends, and something that was always recommended to me when I first bought my Thermomix. So my husband's also been asking me for a while, nagging me about making this, so here I am tonight making it. So I'm just going to get started. Also, sorry about my lighting. I need to get a ring light or something for this kind of thing. But I will go through and show you and explain what I'm doing as I go. So first step is grating your own Parmesan, but we actually bought bagged Parmesan because I sent my hubby to get the Parmesan and he came back with bagged Parmesan, unfortunately. If you buy the block one and do it yourself, it's so much yummier. So I would recommend, getting the block Parmesan and doing it yourself. Anyway, half a brown onion. In it goes. 1 garlic clove. I got 2. Whoever uses 1 garlic clove. And parsley, which I'm not going to bother with. I do have some in the garden, but I'm not going to bother with that. So it says insert measuring cup and pop your lid on. So that's just lid on. 3 seconds, speed 7. So it's all inbuilt with the recipe on Cookie Dough, so I don't need to actually do any of the manual settings myself. I just press next and turn the dial. So that's just chop that all up nicely for me. Just gonna scrape down the sides. Onion always makes me cry really bad, so I love that I don't have to chop it up myself anymore. Half a red capsicum. So if you can see, that's just all coming up on the screen there. It tells you exactly what to do with it. So it says approximately 110 grams, de-seeded and cut into pieces. So I've got that here. Still a couple of seeds, but that's okay. And 100 grams of zucchini cut into pieces. So I've got my zucchini. I'll just chop that up again. So if you can see with my lighting, we've got the inbuilt scales. So it just comes up there, 100 grams what I've popped in. Lid on. 3 seconds, speed 5. So again, that's all just built in with your Cookie Dough recipe. So all you need to do is turn the dial. I'd love for you to leave a comment, say hi, let me know you're watching, because when it's finished it doesn't show me who was actually watching and sometimes I forget. So, or if you've got some questions, I can answer them now while I'm live if you like. So that's just chop that up. Can you imagine trying to chop that up by yourself? How long that would take? And I haven't even had to get a knife out. I haven't had to get my chopping board out. It's literally just one bowl. So 30 to 50 grams of olive oil. So my inbuilt scales, just weigh it in. 32, that's fine. Lid on. So this is going to saute your ingredients in there, so your onion and stuff. So it's got 3 minutes here, 120 degrees, and speed 1. So that's quite a high heat, so that's going to saute it like it would if you had a frying pan going. So that'll just do that all in there for you, which is something that I really love. I don't like to stand over the stove and do that kind of thing because I've got kids, I've got no time for that. I'll be back in one moment. I am just making biscuits as well, so I'm just going to start doing those while that's happening. If you know me, you know that I was sick. My kids were sick all over Easter, so I didn't get to make the biscuits that I really wanted to make, so I'm doing that now. Because I love making biscuits. I didn't want to miss out on my biscuit making, so I'm going to give them to my family and friends this weekend. Let's clear a little bit of space. So if you're just jumping on now, I am just doing the salami and tomato fettuccine. I'm just sauteing my onion now while I make my biscuits. Hi Anna, yeah, this was something that you recommended to me when I first bought my Thermomix, and a few other people as well. Definitely a crowd pleaser. So that's just counting down on there. It's got a little timer. It says 1 minute to go. You can see the smoke starting to, the heat. I'll show you. It's that hot. It's starting to, I don't know if you can actually see that. Yeah, it's starting to smoke a little bit because it's so nice and hot. So the TM6 has a really high heat function, which is exclusive to the TM6. I think it goes up to 160 degrees all up. So you can get like a nice caramelization on your meat or on your onions. You wouldn't want it at 160 for your onions. But yeah, like if you're doing meat or something, you get a nice browning on it. So that's nearly done there. I'll bring you back down closer. So it just sings when it's done. So if you're doing something else, doing the washing or something, you don't have to keep an eye on it. You just listen out for the sound. So that's nice and hot, nice and sauteed. So that's just cooked that up nicely. It smells good. So it's saying 400 grams of tomatoes cut into quarters, which I have done. 416. I'm not too fussy about getting the exact weight in my recipes, but the Thermomix scale is, TM6 is to 1 gram. So if you're doing baking and stuff like that, you can get it really exact. 300 grams of water. Feel free to pop any questions you have in the comments. I'd love to know what you're thinking. Don't mind me spilling it everywhere, I'm such a mess. Grams of water. Next, 200 grams of whipping cream. So I just get this little long life cream from the supermarket. It's this little one. So if you're just jumping on, yeah, I'm just doing a quick dinner, quick easy dinner, and I'm making biscuits as well in between. So say hi if you are tuning in now. I'm trying to keep an eye on the comments. Tablespoon of vegetable stock paste. So this is another one that we just make ourselves. So I just make this out of like leftover vegetables that we have, you know, like carrot ends and things like that. So lid on. So this is going to go for 10 minutes. So comes up on my screen, 10 minutes, 100 degrees and speed 1. So that's basically just going to stir it, you know, like you would do it on the stove top. You know, you'd be stirring it in your frying pan, so that's just going to do that for you. So you don't have to stand over it. So I'm just going to continue on with my biscuits while that happens. I am going to leave you here. Hi Amy, hi Chelsea, Bridget, thanks for tuning in guys. If anyone's watching and they're like sitting on the fence thinking, oh, I've really wanted a Thermomix for a while, but I'm not sure. This is the month to get it. We've got an amazing deal on where you can get a second bowl if you host a cook along. So our bowls are normally like I want to say $370, not quite sure, 300-ish. But you can get an extra bowl, so an extra one of these for $100 at the moment if you host a little cooking experience. So it is a great time to be purchasing your Thermomixes with that little bonus. Last time they had like a bowl special on. I wasn't actually a consultant then, but apparently they sold like, was it 6,000? I feel like someone told me 6,000. I did write it on my page, but I've gone blank. A hell of a lot of Thermomixes anyway, in like 10 days. So it's a super, super popular little deal that's happening. So get on it. Send me a message if you have been considering it. Yes, Amy, you deserve it. It's a push present for sure. It's funny because so many people say they have to convince their husbands, and I don't think they can really understand until it's in their home and they can see it and how much more time mum has to do things. I was actually talking to a friend's husband just today who was dead against it, and he was like, he come up to me, he's like, oh, that Thermomix, you just can't do the mash like that, can you? And he was raving about it. Like, you just can't get mash like that. They should have them in restaurants. So yeah, it's so funny to hear that. Oh, hi guys. I don't know, my cat. It's so funny to hear that because he was so dead against it, and now that he has one in his home, he was like selling it to me. So I just love that. Just making up my Easter bickies, just my sugar cookies, popping them in the oven. Can someone yell at me in like 5 minutes to get those out of the oven, because I will forget for sure and burn them. I so should send Ben. He is my biggest advocate now. I just love it. He really just, he's obsessed. Did everybody have a good Easter? What did you get up to for Easter? What did you cook over Easter? Did anybody cook anything awesome? I hardly did anything over Easter because we're all sick, so that was not fun. Hi Jerry, nice to see you on. These little Easter bunnies. I'm so sad that I didn't get to do these over Easter, and I'm making up for it. I'm not missing out. This is something that I really love, you know, like I don't have to be standing over a stove worrying about my food. It's just in there cooking itself. How good is that? Hi, Nikki. Oh, that's so cute. Eleanor loves the cooking, doesn't she? I'm so excited to decorate these. So this has just got 4.5 minutes to go, so it's just counting down. I'll just show you on my screen there, counting down. So we've got time, temperature, and just the speed. So it's just on speed 1 because that's just like, you know, as if you were stirring it. Oh, biscuits. I'm a shocker for burning these. This is why I have a Thermomix, because I'm such a shocker for burning things. I'll just forget about the biscuits. So please yell at me in like 3 minutes to get my biscuits out. How cute are they? So this is simple butter biscuits on cookie dough. They're super easy to do. If you don't have cookie dough, you don't know what cookie dough is. It's just the recipe platform that's on your machine. So it's like a guided cooking thing. Program, that's the word. Guided cooking program that comes on your machine. You don't have to have a machine to have a look. You just jump on the app and have a look. So you just go onto cookiedough.com and download the app, and you can get a 30-day free trial, so you can have a look at all the recipes that you have access to. So it gives you access on your machine. So there's like thousands and thousands of recipes that you can use for guided cooking on your machine. Worth having a look at, worth downloading, you know, just to have a look. That's really boiling now, can you see that? Yeah, that's really boiling now. Oh, that's nice. Hi, Sav. Hi, Katie. I was just saying, your husband was really advocating the Thermomix today when he was talking to me. He was impressed. That's starting to smell really nice now too. So what could you be doing? Think about what you could be doing while your dinner's cooking itself. You'd be making something else. Could you be folding, washing? Could you just be sitting back and having a wine? Imagine dinner time for yourself. What would you do? I'd love to know what you'd do instead of standing over a stove. Checking my biscuits. I'm so scared I'm going to burn them. Oh, she's a sweetheart. I miss that little girl, Amy. So it's nearly done. Counting down. Gosh, my lighting's bad. It's getting dark in here now. There we go. So that's just cooked that nicely. I might bring you over instead of picking it up. It's quite hot. So that's that there. It's nice and creamy, nice and hot. So 250 to 300 grams of fettuccine. Where's my fettuccine? So I'd always been buying, this probably sounds so stupid to most people, but I had been buying, where are we? I had been buying like the dollar pasta, and I bought like a really nice pasta the other day. So it just says on the screen there, broken in half, so that's what I'm going to do. So that's 304, 301, look at that. Look at me go. Where did my spatula go? There it is. So you just want to push your pasta down so that it's covered by your liquid so that it cooks nicely. So 100 grams of salami. I just like to separate my salami, otherwise it can stick together. You don't want a heap of salami. I know it's tempting to put the whole packet in, but don't, because it just ends up tasting like a blended pepperoni pizza. So just do the 100 grams. That's one time where I will make sure that I'm following the recipe. Nobody wants blended pepperoni pizza. Yeah, so it just comes up on the screen as well to remind you. So there it says, mix well with spatula to ensure all pasta is completely submerged. So that's the cool thing about it, is it is foolproof. Comes up with the instructions on there. You don't have to think. So that's what I've done there. Next. Lid on. And then that's going to go for 7 minutes, 100 degrees, and that's it. So once that 7 minutes is over, that'll be it. That'll be my pasta cooked. So I'll be able to get my biscuits. Save my biscuits, all good. So, I'll be able to do my biscuits. I'll be able to wash up, do whatever in that time, and when it dings, it'll be done. How easy is that? I won't stay on for that time. I will post a little photo in the comments, I think, when it is cooked. But other than that, all done. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'd love to know what else you'd like to see. I've been a bit slack lately in the cooking department on live. My kids and everything have been sick and we've just been super busy. But yeah, I'd love to know what you want to see and what you want me to do. Awesome. Thank you.